Welcome back, Fantasy Moto fans, to the PulpMX Fantasy Show. I'm Donnie from RotoMoto, and in this video, I have 5 riders I want you to look at when making your picks for Detroit 2022, tips for the FFL, the weather report, race day schedule, and an early look at what my team could be come Saturday night. And stick around till the end to find out how you could win an autographed jersey just like this Team Solitaire jersey fresh off the back of Robbie Wageman. The only major injury you need to know about before this Saturday is Ken Roczen has pulled out of the 2022 Supercross Series with an illness. A few weeks ago, Travis Marks added a feature to the site that shows a little red cross icon next to the riders that are not expected to line up, so always stay away from those riders unless you specifically see them out on the track. Another notable 450 guy missing from the gate this weekend will be privateer hero Kyle Chisholm, but you'll still see him Saturday. Chiz will be filling in for Jeremy Martin on the Star Yamaha in the 250 class and debuts with a 0 handicap this weekend. The 450 AllStars stay exactly the same as last week, but in the 250 class, Filthy Phil Nicoletti moves up into the top 8 in points, with Austin Forkner dropping out after his season-ending injury. With Jeremy Martin also out, we only have 7 AllStars this weekend to pick from. Speaking of picks, I have 3 guys to target, 1 to avoid, and a high handicap guy for you gamblers out there, starting with the little class and working our way up. 250 All-Star has to be Jett Lawrence. The Honda HRC rider is available for over half of players this weekend, and despite going 1-3-1 this year, he is still a 1 handicap. He gets great starts, which will help him stay out of trouble, and with all but one of his preseason title competition all but eliminated from the fight, he won't have a difficult path to the podium this weekend. An easy guy to pick on paper this week is Kyle Peters. The 3-time defending Arena Cross champion has had some rough luck to start the season, with a DNF in the first and third round that's inflating his handicap to a 4. But in the Triple Crown in the middle, KP went 10.98 for 8th overall, showing he has plenty of speed to run inside the top 10 and score well over 30 this weekend. On to the 450 side, an all-star to avoid is Eli Tomac. 0 handicaps are never a good bet, and with Jason Anderson's wild night at the beach, he is now standing at the top of the championship with an 18-point lead, meaning Eli has no need to push if things are not going his way, and that is not the kind of guy I want to gamble with as a 0 handicap. A 450 rider I do like in Detroit is Brandon Hartranft. The HEP Suzuki rider had a disappointing day in Daytona with a 17th finish causing his handicap to rise to a 5. But Hardy has been a consistent top 15 guy all season, finishing inside in the 6 main events leading up to Daytona, and with Kenny and Chiz missing in action, that's 2 easy spots for the Brick to pick up. The high handicap hero of the round given to a rider with a handicap of 10 or more that I think has a realistic chance to score massive points this weekend if you're the type of person that likes to sweat out a little LCQ for a big payout. The guy I am looking at this weekend is Justin Starling. The 450 class is really starting to thin out here, and this week there are at least 6 double eligible guys guaranteed to make the main event. Starling has made 5 of 7 traditional main events already this season, in addition to the Triple Crown in Arlington, never finishing dead last, and with Chiz and Ken out, we could see Justin set his record best finish this weekend. Moving on to the FFLs, Jett finally gets one, and with Forkner out, he has to be the favorite here, but it's worth noting that Styles was money on starts in both his heat and the main in Daytona, and remains a valid zig-zag option. Cooper Webb took the FFL in both his heat and main in Daytona, making 2 FFLs for him in the last 3 weeks is something to keep in mind, but Anderson, Sexton, and Eli remain the favorites in Detroit. Headed to the Midwest for the next 2 rounds, both in the Eastern time zone. Race day live kicks off at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. RotoMoto Patreon supporters are the first to receive the cheat sheets as I post them to our private Discords as soon as each class wraps up, and then to the Patreon at wide around 5 p.m. Eastern. Standard cheat sheets follow about 30 minutes later between 5:30 and 6 Eastern, then the picks lock and the gates drop at 7 p.m. Eastern on CNBC and the Peacock app. After the race, feel free to join me over on my own YouTube channel for the RotoMoto post-race program immediately following the 450 podium ceremony, where I talk directly with you and other Supercross fans live on camera about the racing, the drama, the fallout, and of course, the fantasy results as those become available. Before I show you my early team for Detroit, I want to talk to you about Maxxis Tire coming on for all 17 rounds so I can deliver these videos for you. You know Maxxis Tire. You know the MXST tire designed by the king of Supercross and my all-time favorite rider, Jamie McGrath. It is the newest and most advanced tire in the Maxxis MX lineup, featuring an all-new tread pattern, compound and composition to provide the stability, predictability, and traction that the upper tiers of motocross demand. The entire SGB Honda team runs Maxxis on their race bikes, including PulpMX show favorites and on-again, off-again rivals Alex Ray and Cade Clayson, available at your local retailer and also at motosport.com. My Thursday team looks like this. Give me Jett Lawrence with that 1 as my All-Star. Phoenix Honda's Kyle Peters at a 4. Mitchell Oldenburg's Neg 1 as we return to normal Supercross. And Barek Suzuki's Derek Drake bouncing back with a 6. 450 side, I have a podium machine, Cooper Webb at a 2. Vince Freezy riding a wide 3 handicap. Troll Train Alex Martin with a 9. And rounding it out is high handicap hero Justin Starling with his 11. If you want a chance to win something like this autographed Team Solitaire Robbie Wageman jersey, consider joining the RotoMoto Patreon. For just about $1 per week, you support me immensely and help make it possible for me to make more content like this, but you're also entered to win race used and autographed memorabilia from your favorite riders and fantasy darlings every month. And sign up for the Insider tier for an additional entry into the giveaways, and not just one, Insiders and above are getting their own drawing for a jersey. That's right, 2 jerseys given away this month, as well as an exclusive podcast talking fantasy stats on every rider in the field, and the enhanced cheat sheets that come out every Saturday. Link for that will be in the description below. And don't forget to follow PulpMX Fantasy and RotoXMoto on both Instagram and Twitter for injury updates as the weekend rolls on, qualifying info and stats and banter throughout the race itself, and those fantasy cheat sheets once qualifying is done and wrapped. Thank you so much for watching the PulpMX Fantasy Show presented by Maxxis Tire. My name is Donnie. May your chizzes chiz this weekend. Remember that 8 is great, and most importantly, have fun. Good luck, y'all.